Hi Leo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Welcome to your March reading for love and career. I want to focus specifically on what to pay attention to, what's coming towards you that will help you make decisions easier in this month. We'll start with career and then we'll move on to love. And I just want this reading to be as helpful as possible. So we're going to get right into it and not waste any of your time. First though, I do want to say thank you for being here. I have such appreciation and gratitude for you. And please say hi in the comment section if you'd like for me to send you my good juju. That's my own spiritual practice. Very positive here, you guys. Good vibes only. And if this resonates, claim the reading. Hit the like button. And thank you so much for helping me grow my channel. All right, you guys. So Leo's career. Let's get the energy out for March 2024 for my Leos in career. We have, here's you, boo. This is Queen of Wands. Ruled by her instincts, likes nice things, doesn't mind people noticing her. This does not have anything to do with gender, by the way. Male, female, anybody in between, does not matter. So this is somebody who's very confident, and this to me is Leo in their zone, okay? Because even to all of you introvert Leos out there, there's a certain amount of majesty that a Leo naturally owns. And I think when they're in their zone, it's effortless. They are appreciated because they will throw down. They intentionally sink their energy into the relationships around them, whether they're work relationships, whether they're love relationships, and the rewards of which is that appreciation, is that recognition, okay? So this is you in your energy. We're starting off the reading in a great way. Let's see what the next card is. This is a decision, okay? So we're getting right into it. I'm glad that we're going to be asking tarot for advice about making decisions. Career for Leos in March 2024. All right, wow, cool. I need more cards to understand exactly what it's talking about. Two of Swords. What do we need to know about Two of Swords? Okay. So this is a decision in regards to your career, your money making, that has something to do with the Six of Cups. Is nostalgia, past memories, could be an individual from your past, could even be a family member for some of you guys. And there's a hard decision attached to this. There's something that's very strong and determined and stubborn. It's like a fighter energy. It's protective. It's this Nine of Wands. And so there's, you will be making this decision. I will say that. I hope that's a comfort. But, you know, what's making it a little bit hard, I think, is maybe being, there's an inner conflict possibly, or there might be a fear attached. Anything else that's going to help Leo with this? The sun. There you are, shining down. It's going to be all okay. Yeah, so it seems like there's just kind of what you can anticipate in career is that there might be a little bit of a tough decision. It looks like you're going to navigate through it though, just fine, with just this tough, resilient attitude of like, head on through. So what that means, what that could look like is having the conversations, writing down the things, maybe a pros and cons list, the fears list, working through those fears. And I might even, for some of you guys, be using the word fear inaccurately. It could be that there's certain kinds of compromise that trigger memories or nostalgia, trigger relationships, past relationships. Either way, you're going to be sticking your head down and you're going to be just barreling right through it. We have the Wheel, which is a big stroke of good luck. This is great, you guys. I want to talk about the Chariot in reverse. I think, yeah, I'm for some reason getting this feeling of a bullet dodged, like dodging a bullet, and getting this, there's an outside energy that is granting you a little burst of good luck, kind of like Saved by the Bell feeling. And you're walking away from something here that at one point you cared very much about. But it has something to do with a collaboration, maybe coworkers, and a work environment, maybe even a client yeah, like a client company relationship. Either way, it wasn't going forward. It wasn't making progress in the way that I think you wanted. And so it's almost like the universe kind of does you a favor and somehow moves the wheel for you. This stroke of good luck actually leads to a very, very happy place. I think, yeah. So just know that whatever, for those of you this is resonating with, whatever it is that somebody's had to walk away from something that put a lot of time and energy into, it's almost like the scenario, there's an outside influence that is doing you a favor, a bullet dodged. And this is actually playing a bigger role, more of a long-term role than I even knew when I was starting to uncover these cards. So it's leading to actually long-term benefits by having this stroke of luck and kind of dodging this situation. And it doesn't even look like it's a bad, dangerous situation, nothing like that. It just looks like there's a better way to do it, basically. And I get the feeling that this reading is touching on almost, for some of you guys, any kind of compromise or chafing or fear around a decision. It has to do with relationships. This is very interrelationship. No, is that a word? And so coming out of any kind of worrying or overthinking, it looks really good. Like you're going to be coming out of because it feels like you've been in the inner dynamics of a work relationship and that gray area where it can blend into friendships. It can blend into not wanting to offend people, not wanting to let them down. There is definitely this sense that there are people you're working with who are in that gray area of friends and family. Yeah. So, and it looks like you're going to be just fine. There's hope and there's optimism. But yes, you have gotten the 8 of Cups twice, which is leaving something behind. This could have come with too much drama. It could have just, you needed to make an executive decision on where you threw your energy. And there might have just been like somebody's slowing down the wheel. Somebody's kind of, no matter how much work you do, it could be that you really care about this collaboration, you care about this connection, but if they're messing it up for you, you kind of got to step in and you got to do something about it. And you might have had to take some time alone and really make that decision intentionally, as Leos are always intentional, right? But it's really like, what is the price one has to pay if they don't? You know, like how deep is that collaboration going to be, and how well are you going to work with them, and how much are you going to feed that relationship if they're messing it up for you? Yeah, that's just going to breed resentment and stuff. So actually, this is the cleaner way. This is the cleaner way of being. So that looks good. Your career reading is very embedded in the relationships around you in your career right now, and but you look there's so much happiness in your career. There's so much like the Sun card, the 9 of Cups. I think you'll look back at it and be like, yeah, I was really in the zone. I was like Queen of Wands, you know, in my confidence. I had to make these decisions, or I had to move forward with confidence. All right, getting into love. This is our favorite subject, isn't it, you guys? You know it is. Leo in love, March 2024. What does Leo in love need to know? Some of you guys are online dating. Some of you guys are relying on your friends to set you up. Some of you guys are going out and owning your sexy independence and kind of broadcasting it to the world. Even those of you who are in relationships are going to be looking independent and sexy. Oh boy, there is new love. Ace of Cups, you guys. So why do I say some of you guys are online dating, some of you guys are letting your friends hook you up? This is the Three of Pentacles. This is a collaboration card. This is about other people and you having a shared goal, even if that's your competition all on the dating app, even if that's your friends setting you up with people. Okay, you get the vibe. Let's unpack that though. What is this? Yeah, so you might not, you're going to have, sorry about that. You're going to have a lot more fun, the celebrating part, going out with friends, socializing, than you are if you focus too heavily on the desired result of love. And why do I say that? And you've got the party, happy, Three of Cups, dancing around. This is alliances, just having a great time with the people that you have around you who support you. And we've got the Four of Cups. Directly looking at your goal of goals around love is going to lead probably down like an unamused, apathetic place, but going through the fun motions around it, that looks kind of great. And that's because I think I'm getting the vibe that if you focus too much on the desired result and not so much on just having the fun with connecting with your buddies or your alliances, if this is the case with dating, what this will look like is getting your photos together, getting your profile together, just enjoying the picking and the choosing. And I know that online dating can suck sometimes too, you guys. But just as an example, that rush of who's going to be next, swipe right, swipe left, like the whole game of it. So if you look at it broadly that way versus I'm not finding somebody who's checking all the boxes, it's frustrating me. You can go both ways there. And so tarot is pointing that out. Like you have an option of just like having really great fun. Because if you focus too much on the desired result, you get the Five of Cups, which is focusing also on past disappointments, focusing on like ideals. And yeah, so it's we strengthen the wolf that we feed inside, right? So now we have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is all about independence. This is about owning your independence in a really fabulous way, investing in yourself. This is getting your hair done. This is possibly thinking about a bigger investment, even buying property or something like, I'm not going to wait around for somebody else to do these things for me, to make me feel beautiful and sexy, to make me feel secure in the world. What do I want to do to adjust my reality and adjust my relationship with my foundation, with my confidence, because that is actually going to shine out. So the more you can do to, on its foundationally adjust your relationship with your self-esteem and your confidence, the sexier you get. And then to clarify that, we have some kind of rebalancing, something that is going to bring kind of an equality, a sense of fairness into light, having to do with your independence. This could be cutting threads, cutting cords between you and a past lover, finally just really, really letting go. And it maybe took a lot of time. Maybe there was a residue there you didn't realize until you did one day. And it took its sweet ass time, but nothing was wasted. You actually gained a lot of insight and perspective. The reason I say that is we have the Hanged Man, who's literally hanging upside down to get a different perspective, but he's also a slow energy. So this means like there's a little bit of sacrifice in order to get that perspective. And what is the perspective about? Rebalancing, fairness, karma, working its energies in your life. And so if there's anything legal that you guys have been going through, any divorces, any contractual stuff, this looks very good for you when you get the Justice card in a reading, okay? It turns out in your favor, and we have something you're just leaving behind. You worked for, you cared about, you really nurtured at one point, and you'd rather take it on faith that there's greener pastures past those mountains. You walk towards your intuition. What you can't see because of the glare is that there is this little sun encapsulated in a moon. And in tarot, that means your happiness and your joy lies within listening to your intuition. And then in your reading, we have a wild twist. We have some of the funnest energy. We have the Page of Cups, which is infatuation. It's crushing hard on something or somebody, and where you least expect it. There's this fish that jumps out of a goblet. It's like this magical, playful energy. So it's flirty, right? In a love reading, we often read it as flirt. And we've got the beautiful Ace of Cups coming out. So cups represent the heart space, all that's creative and emotional, and this is the universe handing you a giant gift in the form of passion, of love, of a new relationship. Let's find out more. So we have your energy popping up. Okay, so I'm going to say right off the bat, it looks like you are getting attention, you are sexy, you are working on yourself and your foundation, right? With the Nine of Pentacles, and that is showing up. It's exuding from you as you go through March. And people are attracted to that because why? You're happy, dude. You're happy, and it shows, and people are going to be like a magnet. So you are like, you're that person who's like laughing and looking gorgeous and glamorous at the bar and confident and, you know, and so it's a natural magnet. Okay, Ace of Cups. What is this Ace of Cups? Oh my God, there might be some competition. There's a lot of passion coming out. We've got people who might be fighting over you, or you fighting over somebody with somebody else. This is somebody possibly from your past coming back. There's somehow some memories, some nostalgia energy attached to it. So that's why for a lot of you guys, this could be somebody coming out from your past actually, and vying for your attentions, possibly like competing for you, or you might be seeing them and being like, I mean, you're so in your foundation, you're looking so good that I don't get the vibe that it's you. I have a feeling like they want to impress you. And you got all the aces almost. You almost have every single ace. The only ace you're missing is the Ace of Swords. We got Pentacles. This could be something really special. Tell me more about the I want to sink into this energy, you guys. What is this Ten of what? Here's our Page of Pentacles. You got somebody who I think is, wow, who sees a brand new beginning with you, who sees like you are something they do not expect. They could be somebody you don't expect. This is like, whoa, all of a sudden a brand new crush. This is like got a suddenness to it that is really exciting because it's like you see this person or they see you and it's like, oh wow, they'd be a whole different life. Like that person, that's something I've never experienced before. And attached to it, we have an incredible amount of romance and passion and positive, like this is substance, you know? Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I want more. Okay, I got more. Justice again, Seven of Cups. You worked hard for this. So there's actually something very equal about this. This feels like somebody who's going to be coming into your life who deserves you and you deserve them. It feels like, here's the thing, is that all that glitters is not gold, and you're going to have a variety of options. You're going to have a variety of options, and that's why we're getting the competitive card out here. And so I know that you're looking for balance. I know that you're looking for somebody who is going to be appreciating you, right? And you're so in your zone. This is you breaking a cycle, the Devil with the Six of Pentacles. When I said you need somebody who's going to appreciate you, no breadcrumbing or anything, like this is balance. You're breaking a cycle with this person, okay? That's why we're getting the Justice card. But the tarot in its own way is saying, hey, you're gonna have options and give this a chance. Like remember what you're looking for. You're of course looking for the passion and the romance, but don't forget the third ace that we got, which is Ace of Pentacles, and that's substance. And so this person who is in your midst, who's been vying for your attention, who sees the competition and they're willing to knock down for it, this is about balance. This is about getting like somebody who's really worthy of you. It's been a long journey. Wow, really cool. So in regards to decision making, what does our Leo need to pay attention to in March to help them make these decisions for their highest good? Letting something go completely. Death comes out to make room for the new. Death is like the seasons, right? If that tree is clinging on to all of its dead leaves, it can't make any room for those new blossoms. So having faith, taking it on faith that there are these fresh, beautiful new blossoms that are ready to come through in your life to let go of the old, the dead. Okay, we have memories of youth, the Six of Cups. This is nostalgia. You've been getting it all the way through your career and your love reading. This is very much, it seems like you're going to be spending some time in your memories, whether you mean to or not. Maybe it's sneaking up in your dreams. Maybe these people are calling you from the past. You might be running into old colleagues. And we have the Hermit energy. So this is talking about, consider going within for your wisdom, not necessarily relying on outside advice. That's always really great to take, but know that you have that wisdom like a lantern showing you the path through the dark. And sometimes that introspection requires some quiet. So stepping away from the din, stepping away from the noise in order to listen to yourself. There's so much nostalgia energy somehow attached to this, memories of your past. But it's a very positive type of nostalgia, like who are you? Who were you at 10 years old or 8 years old? Go back to being that. Like sometimes we're so pure before we become kind of enmeshed in all those other influences around us, before we get peer pressured into this and that, or how we strip back our personalities when we become teenagers just to fit in. Who were you before that? This is asking you to touch base with him or her or they, and letting go of something. Know when it's over so that you can make room for the new and the fresh in your life. All right. I adore all of you. Say hi in the comment section if you'd like for me to send you my good juju. Do it for each other too. We can all do that for each other. And please like this video if you enjoyed it. Take good care.